Hey everybody, welcome back to Ryan Makes Sense, where we talk personal finance, investing, and chart analysis. Today we're actually looking at Lululemon. I'm actually reviewing this video a week before, but they do report after the bell today. So that might sound a little tricky, but we're going to go ahead and see if Lululemon deserves to be around $300. We're going to look at the balance sheet. We're going to look at some financial data points. We're going to run my proprietary top secret stock projection calculation to see if Lululemon could see upside or if it's going to start a long-term U-shaped consolidation. We're also going to see what institutions and hedge funds are doing, and we're also going to click the subscribe button because that's how we get down in June. So, looking at Lululemon, I've done this one before actually on the last earnings. It went from 509 to now 303. They did get as low as 294. Looking for long-term support. I'm thinking right about here, 268. If the stock can get to 268, it will have not fallen. I mean, it's fallen. It will have tested the same support line that has been tested by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, basically. So this is a good area to potentially add more. Just a disclaimer, I do own like less than $1,000 worth of Lulu by itself in my Robinhood account challenge. That account is basically to try and beat the S&P 500 and get 20% gains. I will be adding Lululemon probably around this area. Even if it goes lower, that's fine. I like to buy on discounts unless we dig deeper and find that maybe it's not worth nibbling right now. So without further ado, let's look at the metrics. So the strength of the stock is with the bears. It has gone down and it's the bears are in control. Momentum is now to the downside, which typically lasts at least if we're looking like 2 to 3 months to 6 months. So, and that's triggered where this black line crosses this red line. So the bears have this, the money flow is actually leaving the stock at the moment. You can see it's just, and our relative momentum indicator is also taking a break. So, every time the relative momentum indicator comes below the purple line, it's I think it's honestly a good time to add to your position if you have this position. I also am a big proponent of just say investing in the S&P 500. It has the top 500 companies. Lululemon was actually added last year, which is crazy. Or was it? No, it was last year. So again, I did say I might buy it. Now that I've had the chance to look at this, I think I have some time. I think I have some time to let this level out and maybe consolidate, maybe come down, touch 268, maybe go below that. So I think I'll wait on Lulu, buying Lulu, but we're going to run my calculation in just a moment. A couple things to note here. Their sales, this is just absolutely stunning, gorgeous. Up and to the right, nice stair steps. Shares outstanding are going down and to the right, which is great. Natural and organic accumulation of shares by hedge funds, institutions, retail, people like myself and yourself. And earnings per share, I mean, this is just up and to the right. If we're looking at 2020 and 2024, it's kind of like a whoop without that sound effect. So, I mean, stellar. Quick ratio, they're over 1, which means if they close their doors tomorrow, they could pay off any debts, liabilities, obligations, notes, what have you. Their PE shows they're a little expensive currently. Their forward PE shows that they're a little bit less expensive, but still on the more expensive side. And I usually have 15 as the baseline. So a little bit expensive here. But the EPS over the past 5 years and sales over the past 5 years are fantastic. Gross margins are 58%, which is awesome. They are profitable. I'm going to say this, and I think they're going to start doing a dividend within the next 5 years. Shares float again, people are just buying. Um, I don't think right now is a good time to purchase Lulu at the moment. We can definitely afford to wait. But would you be upset if the stock went from 303 to 350 just like that? Because I think I would be a little upset. And when I think that, it doesn't hurt to add 20 bucks or 100. I don't know. Whatever's like easy for you to digest. And for me, it's my Robinhood account portfolio, so it's not much money at all. So you know what? Considering that feeling, I'll probably just add because it's on a discount right now. I mean, historically, whenever the stock dips hard, it usually recovers based off of history, but history um, or future prices are not indicative of past performance, yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, let's stop talking and let's just open this really quick. Fintel, and we're going to look at Lulu. Okay. And that website is going to show us institutions and hedge fund holdings, buys and sells. So we're going to run my super proprietary calculation on here. Maybe? Okay. So this calculation was born. I worked at a super micro cap company. Financial regulators came in and basically said every 100 million in sales was equivalent to a $1 stock. Fast forward some time, I've created this and I add in the market cap when it's over 1 billion, and Lululemon is obviously over 1 billion. So we have 38 billion, $150 million market cap, plus they have 1 billion, plus they have 1,550 million in income, which is fantastic. Plus they do 9,620 million in sales. That's insane. That's correct. So now we're going to take this, add in the cash they have on hand, remove the debt, and just kind of look at a few things down here. The profitability is just off the charts. It basically doubled from 2023 to 2024. Incredible. No red flags down here. Calvin McDonald sold 25,000, got 25,000. Megan Frank sold 1553. She got 1553, or I don't know who, 1553. Nicole Neilberger, 705. I don't see where she got any options, so Nicole. Celeste, 15,400 sold, 10,000. And then Chloe, Michelle's son Chloe, a little bit of a off there in terms of she sold 27 and got 18, which is good. I mean, there's no red flags on here. Actually, this is pretty good, in my opinion. Okay, we're gonna look at the balance sheet really quick, and we're gonna go do the quarterly. They have a record 2 billion in cash. I think buying out, not buying, whatever. I'm not gonna. Plus 2,243,970,000. Okay. Victoria's Secret would be a nice acquisition, in my opinion. Okay, total assets 7 billion. Total liabilities 2.8 billion. Assets worth liabilities at least 2 to 1 here, which is fantastic. Even more than that, maybe 2.3, 2.4, 2.5. Just roughly doing it in my head. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's great. They're running this shit pretty well. And they have 1,154,010,000 in debt. Correct. Okay. And then really quickly, total liabilities, that's 400 million more in liabilities over a quarter. Assets jumped a billion. I'll take that all day. If I'm gonna have a billion in assets, if someone's gonna say, "Do you want $1 billion in assets, but you're gonna get 400 million liabilities?" Yeah, heck yeah. Okay. Just fantastic. So we're gonna go up and we're gonna now divide this by our shares outstanding divided by 110,250,000. This thing a $457 stock trading 303. So that does suggest upside based off my calculation. What do analysts have? I have 457. Analysts have 445. 500, 425, 500, 415, 550, 520, 525, 495. So my calculations feels a little bit under most of these analysts. Anywho, okay. So that's a screaming buy there. And then institutional ownership is logged in at 86.32%. And that is older data because FinViz does not update when SEC filings are submitted. So I don't know what, I don't know. FinViz, I don't know how often they update, but old data is 86.3. New data, drum roll, 96.8. That's a 10% institutional hedge fund ownership increase. What are the big BlackRocks and Vanguards doing? Dennis decreased roughly 480,000 shares. Vanguard added about 2 million shares, 2.2. FMR decreased about 1%. BlackRock added about 1.6 million shares. That's pretty good. So not bad. And then if we go down here, we can see just looking for a lot of reds or greens. I've seen 2 greens, 3 greens, 2 reds. Yeah, just a little mix. And all these non-colored ones, like right in here, those are either adding to the position or reducing their position. If you look, you can see the minus sign here, so that's a decrease. No minus sign here for World Quant Millennium. They've added to their position, so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm gonna throw in $20 to Lululemon. Am I gonna be upset if it goes to 268? No, if it goes to 268, I'll probably just continue to watch it. Throw in some money every couple of weeks, couple months, and just wait for the turnaround. That's one of the good things about investing rather than trading. If you find a good stock, you can add to it over time. A lot of people say, no, that's the worst rule you could ever make. But that's how long-term traders become profitable, is finding solid companies, adding when they're on sale at discount, because when, for some reason, whenever stocks go on sale, nobody wants to touch it. But if you see your shampoo, your clothes, technology, laptops, whatever on sale, you're just gobble, gobble, gobble. So I'm done ranting. Thank you so much for watching. If you made this far, good luck. If you're in this one, have a great day. Have a great week. Adios.